So we're going to stretch out tight hips and IT bands using the foam roller and the ball, so you can use both in one sitting, or you may prefer just to use the ball. I'd suggest to begin with you just use a very soft tennis ball and then work your way up to an actual massage ball, because the massage balls can be quite tight, a little bit too hard and can be a bit painful. The same with a foam roller. You want something that's quite spongy, quite soft to begin with. Some of them can have really thick indents which can be actually quite painful. So if you're starting with a foam roller, I'd go for something that is really quite soft and squidgy. Or you can always use the swimming woggles that you get. You can cut that a little bit smaller and you can use that to rub up and down the leg. So I'm just going to show you a few exercises with the foam roller just to release the lower back and that IT band here. So you're going to go sideways in, taking the foam roller just underneath the leg, and you're just going to rest the bottom foot to the floor, straighten out the top leg, just use the fingertips to the floor, and you're just literally going to roll back and forth. So you're getting all the way into that upper glute, just working back and forth. And then you may want to just shuffle it a bit further down. So you're going to work your way down to just before the knee. Just a little bit at a time. You may want to make the movements a bit bigger. Again, coming down towards the knee. You don't actually want to roll on the knee, but just sort of taking it just above, because if you've got tight IT band, sometimes you feel that in the knee. It's not actually the knee, it's the muscle pulling around the knee. So we're going to work all the way up that leg, and then we're just going to turn ourselves around and we're going to do up into the glutes. So you're going to lift yourself, so the bottom is sort of resting and the far leg, the knee is bent, and you're just going to go back and forth at the top of the leg into the glute. It's quite nice to take it all the way along the whole of that leg, get up into the glute. You want to take it right to the top of the glute. So again, the glutes can be quite tight if the pelvis is tight, and even the lower back. You may want to work your way in towards the lower back, just moving back and forth. And then we're going to do the inside of the hips. I'm just going to turn myself on the mat, so you want to come the other way around. So you're taking it inside, and just very gently just running it back and forth. You won't get as much movement obviously from this position. You may want to use the ball to rub in the leg. So I'm going to show you on the opposite side. So just do the other side of the leg. So again, that bottom leg is just going to be slightly bent, foot rested, and just bend the back leg. And that's going to help you manoeuvre back and forth. So you're going into that upper glute and down into the leg, working along that muscle. And again, you can do the front of the legs. If all the legs feel tight, you can not just work along the leg, but you can take it so you're doing it from the front as well. You're just going to really massage in there. And again, you may want to start to take it into the glute, the upper leg. Just working back and forth, taking your time to get into those very, very tight muscles. And then we'll do the inner thigh. What you can do is use a ball and do a similar thing. So you can either take it underneath and again back and forth. You don't get quite as much movement obviously because you're not as lifted, but you can still work along with the ball. You can even take a couple of balls into a sock, so you've got a little bit more room to work than just tie a knot so the balls aren't moving around, and then just do the same. Or you can just literally just take the ball and work up the leg, just gently circling round back and forth, really rubbing that ball into the leg, and you're just going to work all the way along up into the glute and just massaging round. just want to take yourself down onto the mat. And what you're going to do is just lift the pelvis up, and you're just going to take it into the glute, and you're just literally just going to relax down over the ball, and you just stay here just for a few breaths, adjusting as you need to. You want to miss out that sacral bone. You've got sort of a triangle, upside down triangle bone in the small of the back. You want to avoid that, but you can work around the glute muscle here, even the lower back. You would just literally just relax into that ball. And again, you really do want to start with a very soft tennis ball or dog ball, or you can get the really soft rubber balls as well. So, and all you do is just relax your body and take long, deep breaths. Now, it shouldn't be sending any major pain. It will be uncomfortable, but as you breathe through it, it should relax. If it's sending tingling pains, just adjust slightly, or just literally sit yourself up and rub the ball instead. And you can do this from a standing position as well. If you want to bring yourself to a wall, you would literally, my camera's sort of not quite at the right angle, but you would literally, if you were standing, you just take the ball to the wall and just literally move back and forth in the lower back or the glutes.